storm is starting to pick up. If we don't hurry, we'll be trapped here.
Hollins, calm yourself. The storm is not due for another hour. And besides, we've made significant progress over these few weeks.
And I do acknowledge that. But how can you be sure there's something here?
Let's just say that I have a hunch.
A hunch? I hope that's not what you told Havoc when he gave you the funding for this fruitless expedition.
Are you implying I lied to the curator of the British Museum, Hollins?
We found something.
See, Hollins, as they say, good things come to those who wait. Now, come along.
You'd better pray, Arthur.
Ah, doctors.
Well, where is it?
Probably nothing but the bare bones. As I said, Arthur, this has been a waste of funding and time. I could have been on a plane to Washington last week, but I came here. But I swear it this time, Arthur. It is the last straw.
Is that so?
You? How fast can one of these trucks get to the Arctic Village airport?
So you're just going to abandon this?
It's falling below -20. My fingers are numb. I haven't eaten anything in hours. I don't want to spend another second on this desolate landmass.
What about our deal?
It's off! I'll see you back at the airport.
What now, Dr. Kesten?
No, there has to be something here.
With respect, your colleague is right. The temperature is falling rapidly.
I'm sorry, but did I ask for your assessment of this situation?
Look, we've got maybe 15 minutes, at the most, before the storm makes the crossing impossible to navigate.
Pass me that pickaxe.
Dr. Kesten, we need a
The
decision.
pickaxe, now. Thank you. Now, if you'd excuse me, gentlemen.
Dr. Kesten,
In a moment.
we don't have time for this. The storm is brewing.
There's plenty of time.
What are you doing?
I'm not giving in.
Well, we are. I suggest you do too before you suffer for it.
This place will not leave me empty-handed.
-35 and falling.
We must go.
Dr. Kesten,
It's no use, Dimitri. He's lost it.
Kesten, there's nothing here.
None of us are leaving.
You need to stop, Kesten. The ice wall is losing its structural integrity.
No, we're not leaving without my spoils.
Dr. Kesten, if we don't go now, we'll freeze to death.
Dimitri, we must make a move.
Victor, go. Start the engines.
On it.
Get in the truck. Get away from here.
What about Kesten?
I'll stay with Kesten. Get to the airport.
What? The man has triggered an avalanche. In the storm. You can't stay here.
I must. Now go. Find Dr. Hollins. Now.
Remarkable.
Kesten, get in the truck.
I knew it!
Huh? There's little time. You must. What in the... That's impossible.
No, that's alive.
Right then, old girl. Right, who next? Oh, I know. How about the glistening starstorms of Doyle, Gate and Barris? Or we could go to the high blood of Adnus Jonah? Actually, yes. I quite like that idea. Right, old girl. Full steam ahead. Here we are. Where? Oh, wait. Hold on a moment. This isn't Adnus Jonah. Oh, girl, I asked you to do one simple thing. Oh, hello there. Good morning. Don't mind me. Very quiet, is it not?
Everyone's in the museum. They found a mammoth.
A mammoth? What's so special about that, then?
Oh, haven't you heard, mate? It's alive.
Wait, back up a second. Did you just say...
Yeah, the bloody thing's alive, isn't it?
Yes. I did hear you the first time.
Anyway, I'd take your chances and get in there before the media takes over. They're already swarming in.
Let me reiterate. You're telling me in that museum, over there, is a living mammoth?
Yeah.
Right, do excuse me, but I simply must see this.
Huh? Odd fella.
There's a queue, sir. Please wait your turn.
Yes, I can see that. But as I've told you, this is important.
Sir, for the last time...
Look, I'm a scientific advisor sent on behalf of U.N.I.T, and as you're aware, there's unquestionably a circumstance here that requires my expertise. Now let me free.
And I'm sure you are. But as you've seen, I have a queue of notable people like yourself here to see the exhibition. You are holding up those guests. And, in doing so, making my job a lot more complicated. So either join the queue, or come back later.
I have credentials that validate my identity.
Oh, I am so sorry. Let me just let you right in, Dr. Smith.
Really? Should try that more often.
Oh, take a wild guess, Sunshine.
Sorry for jumping the queue.
Oi! Do you mind? I was here first, young lady.
Yeah, sorry. I'll be as quick as I can, mate.
And how can I help you, miss?
Johnson. Angela Johnson. I'm a freelance journalist writing a piece on the Discovery. One sec, I have my ID somewhere. Ah, here. I also called ahead to make an appointment. I spoke to a colleague of yours. Jody, I think?
Ah, yes. Miss Johnson. I'll let Dr. Kesten know you're here.
So, first time here? I'll take that as a yes.
Oh, sorry, were you talking to me?
Well, yeah.
Hello. Is that Dr. Kesten? Yes. I'm calling to remind you of your scheduled interview with Miss Johnson. Yes, well, Miss Johnson's here now.
Oh, lucky you. Anyway, no, I've been here quite a few times. 1935 was the last, if I recall.
I'll let her know. Dr. Kesten will see you now, Miss Johnson. Head for his office. It's on the first floor, the third door on the left. Okay. Next, please.
Now, hold on a moment. How come she's allowed free?
Because her ID is authentic.
I take it mine isn't.
The ID was issued in 2003. So firstly, it's outdated. Secondly, it shows a young woman with blonde hair.
What? Oh, let me see. Bloody Redgrave. When I see him, I swear to...
Please step aside or I'll have security escort you off the premises, Mr. Smith.
Here. Is that so?
Are you threatening me?
Oh, not at all. Please, do go ahead. I'm certain that as soon as the Brigadier shows up, he'll be demanding to know why you've held me up.
What?
Oh, would you look at that? You can't call for security after all.
Wait, hang on. I thought I recognized you. Dr. Smith, how's your sister?
My sister?
Yes. Does she still have blonde hair?
Oh, yes. Sorry. I must have picked up her ID by mistake. Well, as you can no doubt witness, Miss Johnson can verify that I am indeed this woman's brother.
Very well. You can go through, Mr. Smith.
Thank you, Kyle. Also, your alarm system needs inspecting, otherwise anyone could walk in.
Enjoy the unveiling, Dr. Smith.
Okay, how did you do that?
Pardon?
Don't start playing games with me, Mr. Smith. I got you here, and I could easily change my mind.
You wouldn't believe me.
Oh, really? Let's see that ID again.
Oi! Hands off!
As we have established, you had the ID of a Dr. Janice Smith, scientific advisor for U.N.I.T. Now, I've read a few of U.N.I.T's files, and there are mentions of certain individuals named Smith.
Fascinating. Your point being?
Looking at the card, I'd say the ID is genuine. So either you know Janice Smith or you've stolen it from her.
Oh, trust me, I know her very well.
And you are?
Smith. John Smith.
Nice try. I know you're lying. As I said, U.N.I.T. used Smith as an alias for the identity of 11 other unrelated individuals.
Oh, but you're mistaken there, Miss Johnson.
Okay then, Mr. Smith. Honestly, I don't know what 007-esque thing you've got going on here, but I know for a fact that you're not John Smith. The game's up. You're just another nameless Samaritan behind a redundant alias.
That was certainly outstanding. But you're wrong on one crucial detail.
Well, unfortunately for you, I know you can fill those gaps. And seeing as I got you in here, you will.
Very well. You stated that my alias was passed down, which, in a way, is the truth. But they're not unrelated.
What do you mean by that?
We're called the Doctor.
That's not a name.
Well, it is. And it happens to be mine too.
Doctor what?
Close enough. Anyway, I have some snooping around to do. Bye.
Wait a second. So are all 12 of you called the Doctor? Are you a group of operatives or... Hey, wait up!
Is everything prepared, Hollins?
Yes. The Mammoth has had a light dosage of sedatives.
Excellent. Then it's almost time, my dearest friend. When the curtain opens, we change the world.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Please take your seats. Doctors Hollins and Kesten will unveil our new exhibit quite soon. We promise that it will change you forever. And if not, I have been informed that all of the champagne is on us. Speaking of, please give a warm welcome to our long-standing curator, Dr. Darius Havok.
Ah, Miss Johnson, took your sweet time.
Yes, well, some people have shorter legs than you. I also had an interview to keep.
Yes, of course. Well, they just started. I saved you a seat. Shh. You shush.
Sorry, excuse me.
Oi, that's my foot.
Then sit up. It isn't a cinema.
Do you mind?
Yes, I do, and I can't hear the speech, and I do happen to love a good speech.
Yes, well, I'm trying to listen too.
Well, turn around and focus then.
How dare you! You insolent
Did I miss anything?
Nothing really important. Which tea?
You brought biscuits.
I get hungry when I'm nervous.
You've had that feeling as well, right? That something terrible is about to occur with this?
Yes.
Yeah?
Anyway, how did your interview with Dr. Kesten go?
Yes, about that. He called it off 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Interesting.
More annoying.
Yeah, you could always rearrange it with the receptionist.
She wasn't there. But Jody was.
Something's troubling you. I can tell. What is it?
I know this sounds strange, but Jody had no idea about...
Thank you. I must warn you, ladies and gentlemen, that this is no elaborate lie to draw you in. It is not a hoax designed to deceive. It is the gift of a desolate tundra, surviving beneath the ice for millennia. Dr. Hollins, the curtain, if you please.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain calm. The Mammoth's been lightly sedated, but we strongly advise that you do not make any disturbances in its presence.
That thing still has tusks. Are you sure it's safe to be roaming around? Especially untethered.
As Dr. Hollins said, the mammoth is under light tranquilizers. I assure you it will not attack us unless it considers anyone in this hall a threat.
Light tranquilizers? It's a wild animal, hardly domesticated.
Please remain seated. All pictures for your publications will be done at the end of the presentation under the supervision of our local zoologists.
Dr. Kesten, John Barnes, The Telegraph. How did you...
We'll also take questions at the end, thank you.
Actually, I happen to have a couple of questions for you, Dr. Kesten.
As stated, questions will be taken at the end of the presentation.
Dr. Kesten? Angela Johnson. I'm a freelance journalist.
Oh, great.
I know you've stated you'll be taking questions at the end of this presentation, but would you be willing to answer at least one question?
Very well, Miss Johnson.
Now hang on. If you're answering her question, I want...
Quiet, please.
Thank you, Dr. Kesten. So, you claim this mammoth has survived thousands, if not billions of years, under the ice without food or heat. Can you tell us how?
On that note, I think it's time we found that one out. Excuse me, coming through. Sorry.
Sir, just what do you think you're
sorry.
doing? Hey, you're not allowed up there. I need extra security in the conference hall. There's a man who's just leapt onto the stage. He's got some sort of device in his hand, and it could be a weapon. I repeat, this is Simmons requesting urgent assistance. Over.
It's a sonic screwdriver. Now hush. I'm busy.
You might want to turn around.
Not right now. I'm trying to read for life signs, and the sonic is acting particularly temperamental presently.
Drop the weapon and step off the stage with your hands behind your head.
Well, now stay on the triggers. I'm sure we can discuss this civilly. Just give me a moment. Aha! Now we're getting somewhere. What are you masking, my furry friend?
What are you talking about? Furthermore, who the heck are you?
Oh dear. It's as I suspected. It's dead. But whatever's occupying it is very much alive.
I'm sorry. Did you say there's something living inside there?
Yes! And you two imbeciles dragged it back here. You need to evacuate this conference hall.
I'm the one who gives the orders here.
Dr. Smith, John, whatever I'm supposed to call you. If it's not the mammoth, what is your sonic thing detecting life signs of?
You don't want to know. Right, I'm taking command here in conformity with Unit Protocol Sapphire Lake. We need to lock this museum down.
You're mad. Just who do you think you are?
No, I'm not mad. Well, not in that sense. Look, it doesn't matter. And who I am is of no importance. Now lower your weapons.
Sir, we've just received orders from the local authorities. We are to follow this man's demands. The military has been dispatched and is en route, Dr. Smith.
Huh. Splendid. Do you see what can be accomplished when people just communicate? Anyway, moving swiftly onwards, Miss Johnson and the two scientists, come with me.
Only when you explain how you have so much authority for a simple scientific advisor. And perhaps you'll also explain what you've done to my mammoth.
Your mammoth? Is that the only thing you're concerned about? You genuinely don't know what you've brought back to England, do you? Do you even care?
Now hang on.
Do either of you have any idea how many of these people could have contracted whatever my sonic is detecting?
Do spare me your verbosities, Dr. Smith.
Moving on. I need somewhere private, comfortable. What else? Access to tea-making facilities and biscuits. Except for the pills that tend to fall into your tea quicker. Anyway, I'm digressing again.
My office, Dr. Smith. It's this way. You better hurry, though, before they seal the top floors off.
Already sealed the top floor off. We'll have to sneak past. They'll be trying to shove us out if they spot us.
I thought you were in charge of the situation.
Yes, I am. But you know what the army is like. Besides, I've never liked soldiers. It never ends well in any situation I find myself in involving shouty humans with firearms. Well, that's to say it doesn't end well for them.
You're mad if you think we can get past them.
If I had a Galacticana credit for every time someone had said that, I would, in your human terminology, be a millionaire by now.
Hey, can we focus on getting past the soldiers?
Fair enough. It started.
Would you care to explain what the hell those life signs were that you got from the husk of the mammoth?
The plague. And not just any old plague. You've brought back the first plague ever to infect the Earth.
What? What utter rubbish!
The hypothetical blackest of all plagues. Yes, that was me trying to be funny. And yes, I agree, definitely not a time to joke about such matters anyway.
Right, let's say we have brought back a plague from centuries ago. We can cure it. Our medicines have advanced enough that we can wipe this out in hours.
God, am I surrounded by idiots? No! Humanity has never been exposed to this before. There is no cure, and we sure as hell don't have time to make one. This is it. The quite possible end of humanity on Earth. I'll go as far as to say the total extinction of all life itself.
Hello and welcome to the BBC News at 1. I'm Paul Dennis. Our top story? A day of spectacle turned on its head. From outside the British Museum, Jane Hopkins reports.
Yes, Paul. I'm currently standing outside the British Museum, where what was supposed to be a day of celebration in the scientific community has instead turned into one of terror. Reporters worldwide and notable persons from all corners of the globe are reportedly trapped inside the museum, which has now been quarantined. Multiple sources suggest that some sort of bacterial infection has spread inside, with possible confirmations of over 40 deceased and many more still infected. As you can no doubt hear and possibly see behind me, local military forces are spreading out across the grounds to push back gathering crowds.
Outside the Tower of London now, where multiple people have been taken... Hey, what are you... Give that back!
Hey, it's all the fucking government's fault making all these fucking lizards, I tell you. That's why I'm stuck in a bloody wheelchair. They chopped my leg in 4 pieces, now I'm gonna wear roller skates.
Sir, I'm going to ask for that back.
Because I'm such a fat piece of shit. It's what my wife told me.
Cut the camera. Cut the fucking camera!
Move out of the way. Coming through. Nurse, defibrillators, they're going into shock.
Oi, watch where you're going.
Sir, back from the patient. Will someone kindly explain what's going on?
We've got a situation here. Female, mid-20s, asthmatic.
Where's Dr. Harris?
Occupied.
Dr. Wood, get the patient to intensive. Dr. Foster, get this place in order. We can't have... Foster! Madam, back away. Someone get Dr. Foster to quarantine now.
It's all going to shit. It's all going to shit, Frank.
Strongly must protest. We need to stay on the water.
I'm the captain now. I'm the captain.
Wait, who's steering them?
And now we're dead.
Thank you, Jane. We'll bring you more updates as that situation unfolds. Could our shadows be sentient? A recent study by Dr. Harold Madison at the University of Exeter.
So let me get this straight. You're telling me we've brought some plague back to London?
No, I'm telling you, we revived a plague from the Reptilica era. Or at least that's what my scans got initially. The only issue is that my sonic screwdriver can't decode the components.
Reptilica?
Meaning reptiles, right?
Homo reptilia, not reptiles.
And they are?
The original inhabitants of Earth.
I see.
Humans evolved from apes, not reptiles, and if you think I'll be lectured by a man in plaid and question marks of all things, you're sorely mistaken.
Noted.
So, how long do we have before, you know?
Now that's an answer I wish I had, Miss Johnson. Oh, come on, give me something to work with.
Are we going to address that none of this would have happened, Smith, if you hadn't leapt onto the stage uninvited and tampered with my mammoth? That sonic screwdriver of yours did something to it.
I'm sorry, what was that about the mammoth?
It must be said that Dr. Kesten has a point, Dr. Smith. The mammoth was unaffected before you interfered with your sonic screwdriver, was it?
I'll be quite mindful of where you point the finger of blame, Dr. Kesten.
Likewise, Dr. Smith.
So where are we going?
Dr. Hollins' office. I do think there's a lot of explaining to be done.
Where is that woman? Doctor?
Then again...
Woman?
I say, stop right there. This museum's under strict quarantine. Return to the main hall at once. Doctor?
Ah, Redgrave. Took your time.
So, not a woman?
Evidently. I see you're still sporting that ridiculous mustache.
Hi, sorry to interject. I'm Dr. Colin Hollins, and this is my colleague, Dr. Arthur Kesten. Why do you keep referring to Dr. Smith as a woman?
Classified information, Dr. Hollins.
I beg your pardon. Classified? Just who is this Dr. Smith?
Yes, now if you excuse me, I have a museum to safeguard. Speaking of classified, you must be Angela Jenny Johnson. It's good to meet our hacker finally.
Excuse me?
Brigadier Redgrave, Miss Johnson. The current leader of the organization whose files you've been perusing at your leisure.
Oh, fuck.
Exceptional work, I might add.
Yes, this meeting is very pleasant, but if we could please stop squandering, there's much to do.
Yes, I'm aware of that, Doctor. Now, perhaps you'll explain what these two scientists have brought back to life, and how we can stop it before it spreads further.
So many questions, so little time.
So, what do we do, Dr. Smith?
Walk with me.
So what's U.N.I.T doing about the breakout?
Currently, we're keeping the museum under quarantine until we can find a way to combat the outbreak.
Are we sure they'll stop the contagion?
No, but it's the only choice we have. We should catch up with the doctor before he gets himself into trouble.
Oh, I quite agree. Dr. Smith was the cause of this situation. He and that ridiculous contraption of his. And what's a sonic screwdriver?
Well, as far as I understand, it's a lockpick.
A lockpick?
Is he unlocking the front door?
What? We must stop him, if anyone sees him.
Agreed, Dr. Hollins. Doctor, stop that at once, you'll...
What in the name of Rassilon? The sky is... That's not right. The forecast said clear skies.
Can someone please kindly explain what is going on?
I haven't the faintest idea, but it's never a good sign. Right, everyone, to the helicopter, sharpish.
How do you know I came by a helicopter? Doctor, get back!
Help me.
watch this.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry. What's your name?
Sam.
Sam? I'm the doctor. I can help. I just need you to hold still.
Can you stop the pain?
Promise. Right, hold still. I promise you this will help.
Is he dead?
EMP. I stopped his heart. No more pain, as I promised.
You meant you have killed him?
No, he was already dead. And he won't be the last if we don't stop this Dr. Kesten.
Doctor, what in the world did that Sonic do to him?
That wasn't me. This is horrific. His entire structure's burnt to nothing but ashes.
Doctor?
Just get me to my TARDIS, Roger. Before I have to do something like that again.
Greyhound base, this is Greyhound 1. We're on our way to the tower. Over.
Greyhound? My father's favorite breed. Doctor, are you alright?
No. I'm angry, disgusted, and worried. Very worried.
So, what's a TARDIS, and are we going there? Is it, there?
The TARDIS is my ship. I thought that would have been mentioned in my files, Brigadier.
Further encrypted files. We can't allow anyone to know about the TARDIS, Doctor. It would be enough to start another world war.
Ah, of course.
Ship? Oh, like something out of Star Trek?
No! The TARDIS can disguise herself like a chameleon, but instead of changing her texture, she can change her form. Well, if the circuit worked.
So what's it disguised as?
A police box from 1960s. I broke the circuit when I landed in a junkyard. Well, inside a Metropolitan police box to be precise. But I was a very different person back then.
Well, I suppose that makes sense. But how do you change your appearance? Are you like a shapeshifter, or do you shed your skin? Give me a sec. I think I have my notebook in here somewhere.
What do you need a notebook for?
To write this down.
I don't think putting that on the internet would be wise, Miss Johnson.
Fair point. So, how exactly do we get to these Silurians?
Me?
Yes?
No, I'd rather it just be me. Human and Silurian relations are on a knife's edge. If they weren't in hibernation right now, I can almost guarantee you would have been cast aside, possibly even wiped out.
We should be arriving shortly, Doctor.
Yes, I'm aware of that, Roger. Now shush. Thinking.
Sir, the Prime Minister's on the line. She wants an update.
Give me that phone, soldier! Hello, this is Brigadier Roger Redgrave. Yes, I understand this is a state of national emergency, ma'am. However, you must realize we're dealing with something beyond anyone's expertise. The doctor, he's working on it. Yes, I said he, no longer a woman. Look, with respect, we're both handling a difficult situation. U.N.I.T will keep you in the loop as we learn more from the doctor.
Right, so what can I do?
You can consider yourself out of this situation.
I beg your pardon?
You two caused this mess, and there is no way in hell I'm letting you help me fix it. Wait around here, be boring. Meanwhile, I will find a way to fix this, and hopefully you won't all die.
I'm coming with you.
No, you're not, and that is final.
If something goes wrong, we'll be done for. You need an assistant.
Ah, what was that for?
Your stubbornness, for starters.
Doctor, you better come and see this.
What? Is that...
Is that a news report from Paris?
It's not just France. Look.
Rome? Even Australia?
I thought you had London under lockdown, Roger.
The entire city is under lockdown, Doctor. How could this happen? We have security checkpoints at all entrances, in and out of London.
Oh, of course. Of
course what?
I am so slow. But I know what it is now.
And there's still time. We can develop a cure, right?
Yes. But we'll need help.
Help? What? Help from what?
I think you meant who, Roger?
No, Doctor, I know this isn't a human help. Because this isn't a human-made outbreak.
I need to see the Silurians. The purple tint in the sky is above us. The reason I can't get a lock-in on the components, it's in the air. No, worse than that. Travelling through the air. Combine all those facts, then yes, it must be the Virax plague.
Then that means we're infected too, aren't we?
Yes, I'm afraid so, Miss Johnson. I thought the virus was spreading through contact. We would have had much longer.
Then how long do we have?
Not enough time to explain everything. Right, TARDIS, to me. Well, hurry up if you're coming along, Miss Johnson.
What in the world was that?
Is that a Metropolitan Police box?
This is your ship?
Big on the inside. Close the door, don't say a word. I need to concentrate. Short hops are challenging, not to mention if I get the coordinates wrong, I could very well end up causing a massive shock across the surface, and we don't want that.
What would happen?
The surface would crumble, earthquake, tectonic shifts. It's complicated stuff that I really don't have time to explain.
Right. So, where are we going?
Have you been paying attention?
Yes, but a lot has transpired since... Will you explain anything properly, just for once? I'm here now, you may as well fill me in.
We're going to the Earth's core. Well, not directly into it, but to the Silurian city that lies above it.
And just how can they help us? And what is this Virax plague, anyway?
Oh, very well. Many centuries ago, at the time when humanity was still young, there was Homo reptilia. They roamed the surface, built grand cities, and developed technology way beyond that of even the most advanced of your race. The Homo reptilian empire thrived for generations, until a meteor struck Earth.
The one that wiped out the dinosaurs?
No. Anyway, this meteor carried a rare mineral that the Silurians decided to harvest and experiment with. They called it Viraxian. Most tribes wanted to use it to aid in advancing Earth's ecosystem. However, one tribe rebelled. They tried to weaponize it. I don't know much about it, but I'm willing to wager that Hollins and Kesten found one of their test subjects. I'd never witnessed it before, but the symptoms on Sam match the manifestation of a Virax condition.
They sure sound like a unique species.
Oh, they certainly are. Truly remarkable. Although I should warn you, Miss Johnson, there's a strong possibility that one of the tribes will choose to carry out the release of further Viraxian into the atmosphere. Which is why we need to speak with the Elder.
What if they all agree to poison the Earth?
Then I'll be forced to stop them. I just hope it won't come to that. They're usually quite hospitable. Be it they're respected. We've arrived. Watch your step.
Who are you? Why do you disturb us?
Well, how do you do? I'm the Doctor. Yes, I know, the new face is throwing you off. But who else would react so calmly to your presence, And as to the reason why I've graced you with my presence, there's a Virax outbreak on the surface. I must speak with the Elder.
The Elder is unavailable. You will discuss your business with our General. Move!
Ow, take it easy. So much for hospitality.
I couldn't agree with you more, although I must say, I am quite surprised.
Why?
Well, to be frank, Miss Johnson, I wasn't quite expecting a welcoming committee.
We were disturbed by the drilling machines of the apes.
And that's quite enough of that. They're called humans, not apes. Maybe I should start calling you reptiles, see how you like it.
Your petty insults will cease. The General awaits you inside the chamber. Move!
Doctor, I swear, if another spear prods into my back...
Now, don't do anything rash, Miss Johnson. Remember that we're here with peaceful intent. Even if they're not responding in kind.
Apes.
Correction. Human and a Time Lord. That being myself. How do you do? I'm the Doctor. And firstly, it'd be rude not to thank you for the warmest of welcomes. There's nothing better than being pushed around, spoken to with inhospitable intent, and prodded in the back with quite sharp implements.
You turned up uninvited. We acted as we would to any intruders.
Very well. I need to talk with the Elder.
The Elder has been taken ill. Any business now goes through me.
I see. What do you know of the Virax plague, General?
My name is General Karlfax.
General Karlfax, then. My apologies.
I take it the apes have resurrected the Virax plague.
Humans. And yes.
Excellent.
Excuse me? Did you not hear a word of what I just said?
Every word. The Silurians shall reclaim the Earth.
We'll stop you.
No, ape. You shall die long before that happens.
Well, yes, but before you do that, perhaps you could explain the whereabouts of the Elder?
The Elder is where he belongs. Soon you shall join him. Now, I must prepare the machines to release more concentrated Viraxian solution into the atmosphere.
Huh. Impressive.
Make a move, and I'll incinerate your ape, Doctor.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about us, General. We pose no threat to you. I'd worry about them.
General! Rebel forces!
Your reign ends here, Karlfax.
The old fool held us back, and I will not be held prisoner beneath our world. We shall ascend, and the ape kind will perish.
Our time on the surface ended centuries ago. Humanity owns the Earth now.
No! Our retreat beneath the surface to avoid the extinction of our kind gave way to the ape infestation.
Sorry to interrupt, but it does appear that I've missed something. When did this revolution start?
20 years ago, you showed us what human and Silurian peace could achieve. And it was until Karlfax rebelled.
No, I haven't. It must be a future event. Huh, interesting.
The Silurian Empire broke into two sides after my acts of defiance against the authoritarian powers of the Elder. Those who crumble under the influence of such machines. Cowards striving for unity with the enemy. And then there's us.
What? You're wrong. Unity's not a weakness.
Quite right, Miss Johnson. You, General, are beyond delusional.
No, I am the only one who sees these apes for what they are. Virus. Our absence has allowed them to proliferate across the surface for millennia.
We chose to avoid the extermination of our civilization, Karlfax. We must live with our decision. Earth belongs to the ape kind, and if we cannot coexist, we must do what we sought to avoid long ago.
No! No one else! This war is over!
The ape civilization nears its end. Now, I will bring it.
Your threats are meaningless. You'll end this war, and when we kill you, you will at least have redeemed yourself, or I will kill you where you stand. Your choice.
You might want to reconsider your offer.
You stand no chance, Doctor. How do you think the Virax got to the surface, Time Lord?
I have my theories. Why don't you save me the trouble?
It was us. We established contact. We gave them the specimen's location to the one known as Dr. Kesten. Now, you shall comply, or your allies will perish.
If I stand down, you'll kill humanity regardless.
Think of it this way, Doctor. The way the apes are dying now is the least painful. The more Virax they get exposed to, the longer they will stay alive, and the more painful it will become when they eventually die.
Tell your rebels to stand down.
Are you insane? He'll just do it anyway.
Yes, but this way, I'm still alive.
Do I take it you have a plan?
Of course. But for now, we must play along.
Men, stand down. Stand down!
You traitor! You said you would kill Karlfax. If you won't, we will.
Stop! There's no need for this!
Soldiers, show them how we deal with protesters. Fire!
Miss Johnson, I need you to listen, and listen round.
Doctor, now is really not the time.
Not now, just focus on this next bit. Get away from here.
What? I'm not believing.
Miss Johnson, focus. take this key and this piece of paper. You must give it to the rebel forces whilst there's still time.
Why? What's on this
Use
paper?
this whistle. You can get K9 to park the TARDIS to your location. All you need to do is blow, and the TARDIS will appear. Go back to the surface, rescue Roger and the others.
Again, what about you?
I'll be fine. Now go! There was no need for that. I could persuade them to stand down.
Yet you didn't.
You disgust me, Karlfax. Massacring your own kind. And for what?
Victory. Now let's end this war, shall we?
My men are dead, Doctor. Now what?
We wait for backup.
How will that help? You've seen their firepower.
Let's just say I have weapons of my own if needed.
And that is?
A human. Now, I don't believe we've been formally introduced. I'm the Doctor. And you are?
Hollins.
I see. Well, Hollins. Have faith, do as I say, and don't make a move. I promise we'll get through this.
As for your human, how long do you think it'll take for Karlfax to notice they're missing?
Well, as long as he doesn't stop obsessing over his horrific endgame, we should be fine.
Right. Now, find the rebels. It should be easy enough, or so she said.
Halt! Who goes there?
Don't shoot. I'm unarmed. I mean you no harm. I need to speak with whoever is in charge.
Step into the light and show yourself, human.
Commander, there's a human. Yes, she definitely is.
Bring her into the city.
You will come this way, human.
Why do you come here, female human?
I require your help. The Doctor and your leader are in General Karlfax's clutches.
The Doctor is back?
It's complicated, but please, you need to focus. Your forces are dead and his allies are trapped on the surface amid a Verax outbreak.
Yes, the Verax condition can be detrimental if left untreated.
And my race is being wiped out from exposure to it through our atmosphere, which is why we need a cure. And I need a needle.
That's quite a specific list of commands. Tell me, how do you know of the Doctor? Why should we believe you?
Because of this.
A thin piece of metal.
Come on, please.
The Doctor's TARDIS.
Is this enough to prove that I am trustworthy? Oh, I'm supposed to give you this too. No idea what it means. Can you read it?
Rebels, gather all the supplies you can find. We immediately move out towards Karlfax's camp.
What is it? What does it say?
A formula. The Doctor is a very clever individual indeed.
It's a cure?
Far more than that. It's complete immunity. You'll need a rescue team, I'll take it. Very well. I'll send a few of my forces to assist. Sir. Yorif, you and your men will assist the human with rescuing the Doctor's allies on the surface. Sir.
Thank you.
No, thank you. We may stand a chance of ending this war once and for all.
Good luck.
As to you too, human.
Intruders detected. Activating defense mode.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I am a friend of the Doctor.
You are a companion to the Doctor Master.
Yes, I take it you're K9.
Your assumption is correct.
Okay then, K9. We need to return to the surface. How do you pilot this?
I will pilot the TARDIS, Mistress.
And how exactly will you accomplish this?
By communicating with the TARDIS. Please stand back, Mistress.
Alright, although, can you stop calling me Mistress? It's Angela.
TARDIS circuits activating. Flight mode achieved. Dematerializing.
So tell me, K9, how do you know the Doctor?
The Doctor created me.
Okay, so he keeps a robot dog for company. That explains a lot.
I am not a dog, Mistress. I am a super advanced computer.
In the body of a robot dog.
We have arrived at unit headquarters. I can detect life signs outside the door.
K9, what are you doing?
Activating defense mode. Follow me, mistress.
What exactly is that thing going to do?
I guess we're about to find out. Excuse me.
What are you, creature?
I am K9.
Intruders! Northwest corridor!
Right, that's dealt with. I must say, small creature, you are very deceiving.
Your praise is noted, Silurian. This way.
There they are.
Affirmative, mistress.
And so are more of Karlfax's men.
What's our plan of attack?
The most logical choice would be to cause a distraction long enough for you and the Silurian rebels to untie the others. I shall be a distraction.
Or we could do what they are doing.
They must have come from the surface pets.
Secure the scientist. I shall take care of the rebels.
You heard him. Get me out of here. And someone stop that bloody metal dog. He's making you all look like idiots.
Impossible. The Vex phase is useless. Get to the shafts. Return to the city.
Miss Johnson, there you are. Where's the duck?
That doesn't matter right now. Gather whatever men you have left. We need to get back to the TARDIS. The doctor is in trouble.
Understood. All soldiers, retreat to the command center. Repeat, immediate retreat.
Retreat! Seal the doors!
I should have known he wasn't to be trusted. My old friend. A traitor to his kind. And it is lovely to see you again, Angela.
Sir, all the exits are sealed. We're locked in.
Miss Johnson, where's the TARDIS?
My sensors indicate that the TARDIS is on the other side of the main door.
Yes, well, thank you, K9.
But we're trapped in here.
The hall's overrun with Silurian forces. It will be a fight to get through, sir. Even then, with the building in lockdown, we're not going anywhere.
I shall override the lockdown.
Can you do that?
I can access the building's network.
That would allow them in here.
We'll return fire. Allow you some time to escape, sir.
Very well. K9, do it!
Affirmative.
You ape fools! We will kill you all!
Sir, move out! We'll hold them off!
Quickly, this way, everyone.
I won't hold them off for long. Where now?
After you, Dr. Hollins.
What? We're getting into a police box.
Everyone in!
Dear me.
Well, he's done the place up.
Never mind that now. K9, get us out of here.
What in the blazes was that about?
It must be Karlfax.
What? We are caught in a gravitational beam. We are being pulled down.
What are you doing, Karlfax?
You believed you had deceived me, Doctor. I allowed your little human friend to rescue the unit forces. Let's hope your vessel can survive the fall.
Gravitational beam disabled. We'll be smashed apart.
Then do something. This is a mode of transport, right? I see what resembles a central console unit.
Incorrect. The TARDIS is indestructible.
Are you quite sure about that, K9? The Doctor can say many things, but that doesn't mean he's always right.
I am certain. Hold on tight.
What did you think we were doing?
Oh, you are truly such an idiot, Karlfax.
Why are you laughing, Time Lord? Your ship is about to be smashed into shards.
We shall see, my dear chap. Yes, We shall see.
Impact is now imminent.
You'd better be right about this, K9.
What? Why wasn't it destroyed?
You should never judge the strength of an object by its external appearance, Karlfax. When you ever taught us such?
Doctor, you shall pay for this.
Pay for your all-consuming stupidity, Karlfax? I think not.
The cavalry has arrived.
You're just in time, Miss Johnson. In time for the end, that is.
Dr. Kesten. I can't say it's a pleasure to see you again. How does it feel to be on the losing side? I wouldn't know.
Still the sense of humour, Doctor. Let's see how long that will last you. Activate the machines.
I give the orders around here, Kesten.
Of course.
Well, do get on with it, Karlfax. Tell us your grand plan.
The earth shall be cleansed, the ape kind cooled. The Virax plague will clear the surface, and when the time is ready, I shall rule the earth. A new world where humanity is nothing but a distant memory.
That's your plan? How long did it take you to come up with that? If you ask me, it's a bit anticlimactic. But anyway, best get on with it, Commander.
Commander?
He means me. Stand down, Karlfax. You are defeated.
You are wrong. You are outnumbered.
Once again, judging everything by its appearance.
What? Our technology is advanced, far more than the pathetic rebels.
I think you meant was, Karlfax. You see, I knew that you knew I'd snuck Angela away and allowed me to do so. But Miss Johnson didn't just go to rescue Roger and the rebels. She gave the rebels here something else. Knowledge.
Knowledge? Knowledge of what?
I suppose you could call it a solution. You see, I also gave Miss Johnson a scrap of paper. Do you want to know what was on that scrap of paper, General Karlfax?
Do tell.
A formula with instructions on reaching the boiling point of a Viraxian crystal. You see, what if the cure was hidden in the cause? A Viraxian crystal is Virax in its natural form, and therefore, its strongest exposure.
Your point?
A liquid solution. Virax diluted and filtered down to its weakest form, combined with a few extra minerals that are so helpfully found in this very place.
Very clever, Doctor. You've cured everyone beneath the surface, but not above it.
I was getting to that. Do you know why I got Miss Johnson to take the TARDIS back to the surface?
To rescue your allies to stage this wasteful final stand.
Yes, and also no. The old girl is quite a remarkable thing, gliding through time, drifting through space, and also...
Yes?
Floating. High above those clouds.
Doctor!
Not now, Roger. Commander, to me!
What is that? What did you give him?
A solution. And now, old girl, high above those clouds.
Not this time, Karlfax.
Enough of this!
Kesten, what have you done?
Extinction, Colin. Total eradication.
Doctor! Where's he gone?
The fool runs in defeat.
Your assumption is incorrect.
Then what, little machine? What is your master doing?
The Doctor Master and the TARDIS will ascend.
Ascend?
High above the clouds. Of course.
It need not matter. It is over.
Miss Johnson!
Don't you see? He's headed above the Earth's atmosphere.
Whatever for?
Commander, the vial was diluted Viraxation, right?
What difference does this make?
All the difference in the world. As the doctor stated, the TARDIS is a remarkable machine.
Explain.
Why don't you use this fancy equipment to look towards the heavens?
Computer, show me the sky.
And all wired up, my dear.
The TARDIS has achieved the optimum height for Virax distribution.
What is it rambling on about now?
Of course.
Distribution? Miss Johnson, what is the doctor doing?
Administering the cure. Don't you see it yet, Brigadier?
Wait, can the TARDIS do that?
Right, time for a downpour, old girl. Activating weather manipulation circuits and... now! Immunity for all. Oh, I'm so good. And you too, old girl. Now to deal with Kesten and Karlfax.
Doctor, it's working. The solution is diluting the Varaxian in the atmosphere.
I did tell you the TARDIS is remarkable, old dear Karlfax. The human race lives on, and you are defeated.
And so do their reckless ways. Do you not see, Doctor? Earth will perish under the reign of these apes.
This war is over.
No, it has only just begun. Do you think I'm the only one who sees the ape virus? I shall not be the last.
I know.
General Karlfax, your surrender is accepted.
I shall never surrender.
It wasn't a request. Take Karlfax to the containment facility. He will be dealt with later.
No! Curse you, Doctor!
Activating defense mode.
You fool! You've ruined everything!
Oh, you have got to be Kesten! Don't be a fool!
Step back, Doctor. There are explosives primed in this chamber. Take one more step and I'll activate the detonator.
You don't need to do this.
I was promised a better world, Miss Johnson. A fresh start and a clean surface. And you have ruined my dreams.
Dr. Kesten, put that detonator down!
For what? Will you shoot me? You take orders from the Doctor. You wouldn't dare.
I am Brigadier Redgrave of U.N.I.T. Now, do as I say!
Goodbye, then.
No more!
Dr. Hollins!
Out! Now, all of you!
You heard the Doctor!
Dr. Hollins!
Leave me. The ground is becoming unstable, Miss Johnson.
Move! Both of you!
Never.
Don't be stupid, Dr. Kesten! Both of you, this way, now!
Die!
If you don't...
There's no time for this!
Then leave us, Doctor. If there isn't someone to stop Kesten, he'll come after you both.
I can hold on.
No, K9! Go back to the TARDIS, now!
Understood, Master.
Off me, Hollins!
We can't just leave them.
You think I want to? Hollins is right. Kesten won't give up.
Go! No!
Thank you.
No. Thank you.
Doctor! Miss Johnson! Where are the doctors?
They won't be coming along.
Hollins had to hold Kesten down.
I see.
Doctor, the TARDIS was in there. And K9.
She's fine, and so is K9. Has protocol.
What?
Hostile action displacement system. I'll explain later. Commander, we're going to need to use your surface pads.
It's the least we can offer you. This way, everyone.
So, what will you do now, Roger?
Ah, yes, London will most likely need a cleanup. There's a lot of paperwork, but we'll strive on. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you.
No, don't thank me, Roger. It's what I do.
So, that job at U.N.I.T? If you're still offering, I'm in.
Are you sure? I mean...
I thought you didn't travel with anyone anymore.
I've changed my mind.
Well, in that case, yes. Besides, you need someone to teach you some manners and a better sense of style.
My attire is universally unique. Anyway, come along. The TARDIS in Scotland, apparently. Oh, of course it's at Stonehenge. I don't suppose you have money for the fare?
Not enough to get us to Scotland. Haven't you got any on you?
Do I look like the sort of person who carries cash, my dear?
Yeah. Take this. It should get you to Scotland.
Thank you, Roger. Right, taxi! Taxi! Why isn't this working?
Because that's how they do it in America. Come on, we need to find a pickup point.
Well, Roger. Until the next time.
Doctor, Miss Johnson.
Miss Johnson?
I thought you wanted me to come with you.
It's not that. Back in the conference hall, you were going to tell me something before all this transpired.
What about it?
What was it?
I'm sure it was nothing.
Nothing is still something. Tell me.
That receptionist who let us in earlier. Short, red hair.
What about her?
I spoke with Jody on the way to Kesten's office. There's no other receptionist on today.
And who was that woman?
I don't know.
As you said, probably nothing. Perhaps your friend wasn't aware of another receptionist on that day. Yes.
Anyway, Scotland?
Yes! Now, how do these things work again?
Come along, Doctor. Let a human show you how it's done.
Of course. Lead the way, Miss Johnson.